Hello everyone, I'm Charles Barber, President and CEO of the Luzerne Foundation. The Luzerne Foundation is honored to be invited to participate in this regional event, collaborative event, NEPA Gives. Many thanks to the Scranton Area Foundation for inviting us to participate in this 24-hour period of giving. There are many giving incentives and prizes for the participating charities. We wish all of the nonprofits much success in their individual efforts, and we encourage everyone to give to the best of their ability. Now more than ever, we need to stay strong. Together, we are here for good.
I close my eyes and I can see the world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own.
Things have changed quite considerably now. A lot of people are out of work and they're finding out that after 2 weeks without a paycheck, the food that they do have is for them and not for their pets. We're not going to refuse anybody. We have worked tremendously hard to stock our food pantry. Really proud that we are in the situation that we are to be able to continue doing what we can. Now, how long this lasts, it all depends on the community's support.
Banks of the river, willows hang down, wild birds all about, no mountain sound, down in the hollow, water runs cold. Where I first listened to lies that you told, lying in my bed, see your sweet face as they remember and cannot erase. Let her hear on me, written in shame. Know that your conscience still echoes my name.
Hey y'all, it's Mary Ray Patch, NEPA's favorite comic from back in the day when comedy was something we did in front of strangers in a room. And now we just do it in our room, desperately hoping for the day we can talk to strangers again. But I don't think that it's all negative. I think that the self-isolation has given some of us a chance to really learn about ourselves. I'm no exception. I mean, look, have you ever gone to visit someone and happened to look down at their stove and saw 15 years worth of dried lasagna and you wondered to yourself, how did that even happen? And you kind of wish you had a crowbar to get rid of it for them. I've learned how. I've been working at home for a few weeks or years or a decade, and everything I know about being an adult has changed. I don't know what I thought my life was like before. I think I just went to work and thought my house was magic. I mean, dishes would disappear when I would put them down, and food, if I mentioned that I wanted it, would reappear in the fridge, and I don't know, I guess I was just lucky, and all of a sudden it hit me, now that I have to see what happens when I normally am at work, that all of these things are done by a human. Like, okay, do you actually know how many things there are to clean around a house? Maybe you do, I had no idea. Like, you have to vacuum every day and clean the bathroom mirrors every other day. And apparently there are life hacks that people know that require research, and I'm not going to do that research, but if you put lemon with a frozen vinegar, you can put it down your garbage disposal, and apparently that's what keeps your kitchen from smelling like a sewer. And also, once a week, you have to do something with the coffee pot with vinegar, and that's vinegar. Just so much vinegar. No one told me being an adult required that much vinegar. I don't think I've even used vinegar since I made a volcano in the 3rd grade. Which I would probably still use it for today because that's kind of fun. But I thought I was a functioning adult. Like, I wasn't filthy when I was single. I knew you had to mop and dust, and now I am convinced that had I never gotten married, I would be the person who lives in that house where you always step in something sticky or sit in something wet. Not only that, you guys, but I have also come to a terrible realization that I may or may not have been a hoarder without appropriate control, which is why we all need an appropriate grown-up in our life. But look, okay, I know I have a lot of stuff, and I think we all do, but you just don't know when you're going to use it. So the other day I was cleaning out my office and I found a fabulous attachment for a vacuum cleaner we haven't had in the last 15 years. So I took it to my wife and I'm like, look at this. Look what I found. I was very excited. And she looked at me and said, yeah, okay, throw it out. What? And see, this, I think, is the difference in hoarding. It's the why. Why would you throw it out? It is something that could be used in life. So yes, she did tell me to throw this out, and my question is why? And I do wonder what is broken in my brain that makes me think that this piece of plastic is something that I need to hold on to. But you know what? No. Because I don't think there's something broken in my brain. I don't think this is hoarding. I think it's planning. Do you know what I can do with this piece of plastic? Not only can it be used to help me breathe in the event that my entire house gets flooded, it can help me defend myself against an army of guinea pigs or even some particularly cranky cats. So no, this piece of plastic is going under the stairs along with my broken picture frames, those single shoes that still have really hard soles, and my Columbia House cassette collection. Now, that can't be used for defense, but do you really think once the apocalypse finally goes down, you're going to have Spotify? Yeah, like I said, I am prepared. So yeah, maybe I would live in a festering dump if I lived on my own. In fact, there's probably a fair to middling chance that's a reality. But my wife would be absolutely defenseless. So really, who's winning in this scenario?
All the front of our house, we got new landscaping on the front and the side, all bushes in the front. They put the 2 new mounds out the front, and also that the second floor awnings we got on the house that we didn't have before.
We were able to purchase the awnings for the home, and they came out very, very beautiful. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them done.
We knew that we were in need of a new roof on our home, and there were a couple things that we actually wanted to do outside. We did some landscaping in the front, adding mulch, just some simple projects like that.
I leveled my sidewalk and I put in sod out on the tree strip, and it's a nicety that I probably would not have done.
The type of projects that we're seeing are something as simple as planting flower beds in their yard, or planting a tree, or it could be repainting your entire house. We're getting neighbors together, we're getting blocks together, and at the end of the day, we're improving entire neighborhoods.
Neighbors coming together, neighbors working together, neighbors with a vision and a goal for the block that they live on. We do that enough throughout the city, and all of a sudden that things really start to change and people get excited.
We love our neighborhood. We walk our dogs around all the time, and so it was a great opportunity to meet other people and see what projects they wanted to do with their homes in an effort just to beautify the neighborhood or the block further.
To take pride in your block, to take pride in the community, to make sure that you see our block, everybody takes care of their property, their grass. It's a beautiful block. And like I said, and the extra money you can get to do these programs, it worked out well for us, and it worked out well for our block.
I think Scranton property owners feel that they've kind of been under siege, that their property values are not going up, that it's hard to sell a house. There's a reluctance to invest or reinvest. So I think a program like this is very positive.
The university was really pleased to be able to target our contribution to the city and then to have it go to a project like this, because we knew that it was going to make a big community impact. And the university sees itself as kind of an anchor institution in the downtown of Scranton and in the hill section, and there's a lot of institutions that are anchors throughout the city in different neighborhoods. So I would hope that different community organizations and institutions would come together and continue to support this project so that it can grow in the years to come.
Our goal is, as the program moves forward, is to enlist more nonprofits, foundations, grant opportunities, so this program could be sustaining. We're probably going to spend roughly $125,000 this year, but in real money, with the matching grants, it's probably going to look more like $300,000 of an investment into our neighborhoods that never would have happened if this program didn't exist.
There are many individuals that live on a block, so being able to get everybody together and who everybody is, I think is the most important part, because again, not many people do that nowadays. When they move into a neighborhood, not many people know who their neighbors are, so getting everybody together, I think that was absolutely perfect, beautiful part of it. And then again, the financial assistance of making your home a home. We all know that purchasing a home is not the easiest thing in the world, and making improvements to a home is not the easiest thing in the world. So whenever you get any kind of financial assistance for it, I think that was a tremendous big part of it.
107's Prospector and talking about Northeast PA Gives, NEPA Gives, Respond, Thrive, and Recover. And that's one thing we do here in Northeast PA, thrive, recover, respond. I've been lucky enough to call Northeast PA home all my life, with the exception of a couple of months, but that's a different story. And one thing I've noticed about Northeast PA, the people here, hardworking, and they care. And what that means is when it's time to do something to help somebody else, they do it in spades. And that's what we're calling on you to do right now. You can make a donation to over 160 area charities and nonprofits that are doing amazing work throughout this pandemic. Now, I've been lucky. I've been here in my basement bunker studio doing the show from home all throughout this. A lot of people aren't so lucky. Many people take huge pay cuts. Many people had their hours cut. Many more people lost their jobs. People are struggling all over. And if you're in a position to help, I would implore you to do that. NEPA Gives is a great way to do it. So please give what you can and help out people throughout Northeast PA.
I can't stand the rain against my window, bringing back sweet memories. Hey, window pane, do you remember how sweet it used to be? And when we were together, everything was so grand, yes. But now that we've parted, it's just the one song that I just can't stand. I can't stand the rain against my window, bringing back sweet memories. I can't stand the rain. No, I can't stand the rain, 'cause he not here with me, no. Along with the pillow where his head used to lay. I know you got some sweet memories, but like a window, you ain't got nothing to say. singing with the choir. The devil won't be happy that you stoned his fire. Oh, sweating like a pig and singing like an angel. I know y'all want to sing along. I said sweating like a pig, woo-wee, and singing like an angel. I see y'all. But if the funk is smelling funky, you can be sure it'll sound real sweet. Come on. And if the stank get too stinky for you, and you're dripping sweat out your drawers, well, go ahead and do your dance till the sun sets. You'll light up like a lightning bug in a mason jar. When that breeze kicks the praise, hallelujah, yes. I wanna hear you all the way to Chattanooga, all sweating like a pig, woo-yeah, and singing like an angel. Come on, y'all. I said sweating like a pig, oh yes, and singing like an angel. But if the funk is smelling funky, you can be sure it'll sound real sweet. Come on, Chris, what you got?
Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Won't you join us?
Where are we inviting you?
On the Fringe, of course. Fringe festivals
Have popped up across the globe.
in Brighton,
Orlando, Stockholm,
Tokyo.
And yes, even Scranton.
Scranton Fringe holds an annual festival
across several consecutive days, in multiple venues across downtown Scranton.
The first Scranton Fringe Festival was held in 2015, bringing thousands to the downtown section of Scranton to feast on amazing theater, comedy, music, film, and so much more from performing artists from across the country.
The festival is kept accessible and affordable for artists and audiences alike.
Keeping true to the mission that all are welcome on the Fringe.
Scranton Fringe is not just a festival. We provide year-round programming to connect artists and audiences alike with the resources available in Scranton.
We connect artists with such things as
venues,
marketing experts, cafes,
occasionally bars.
What?
And I said occasionally.
With the help of artists, partners, and community-minded sponsors, we will continue to craft this Fringe, Scranton's Fringe, to meet the needs of the community.
We are inviting you.
We are inviting you. We are inviting you. Join us.
Won't you join us?
Join us on the Fringe.
Be a part of the exciting work Scranton Fringe is doing.
Produce a show.
Pitch a project.
Donate.
Volunteer.
However you can.
Get involved.
Get involved.
Get involved.
Please help us as we continue to stage a cultural revolution.
By giving revolutionary culture a stage.
The Scranton Fringe has presented over 1,000 performances, workshops, and special events since it began in 2015. Generating over $250,000 each year in Northeast Pennsylvania and giving artists near and far an engaging platform, the Scranton Fringe is committed to empowering brave artists and bold audiences. During the current COVID-19 crisis, the Scranton Fringe has helped raise and distribute over $8,000 to Northeast Pennsylvania artists and creatives in need, as well as launched a digital platform of pre-recorded and new digital work. Please help us to continue our work and ensure our community's vibrant art scene can not only survive, but thrive. For more information on the Scranton Fringe Festival, social distance scene theater, or additional programming the Scranton Fringe provides, visit scrantonfringe.org. Even from afar, join us on the Fringe.
Up next. They call it Stormy Monday. mercy on me. Yeah, I said, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy on me. Oh, I said, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy on me.
Hi, I'm Bob Durkin with the Greater Scranton Chamber of Commerce. You know, throughout this COVID-19 crisis, the Scranton Chamber, through our volunteer leaders and staff, have been working diligently to try to support the business communities of Northeastern Pennsylvania. We've done that in a number of different ways, but one particularly special thing that's happened is the level of collaboration we've struck with the other chambers throughout the region. At different times, we've had as many as 10 different chambers all collaborating on different programs and projects to support the business community. In that same vein, the community foundations of Northeastern Pennsylvania have come together as well. Those representing Lackawanna, Luzerne, Wayne, and Pike counties have created a program called NEPA Gives. It's both a website, nepagives.org, and also a program that's going to take place this Friday, June 5th. For a 24-hour period, fundraising is going to focus on all of the nonprofits that cover this geographic area. So what we want to do is encourage you to go to the website, NEPA Gives, select the nonprofit or nonprofits that you feel strongly about, and make a contribution. If you do so, the foundations are going to incentivize that. There'll be additional match, there'll be contests, there'll be opportunities for us to take the giving to a whole new level. You know, a lot of our fundraising that takes place in Northeastern Pennsylvania takes place during this period, during the springtime. And COVID-19 is not allowing that to happen. As a result, a lot of the nonprofits that we care about have been unable to do their fundraising, and also they've been asked to do a lot more during this period. So again, this is a great opportunity, nepagives.org. We want to challenge you on the 5th of June, during that 24-hour period, please go on and join us in making a contribution to help the nonprofits that do so much for us all year long.
I think being from here, you just have that toughness that's required to be successful in business.
Downtown Scranton is awesome. It's alive, it's vibrant. It's just at the beginning of what it eventually will be.
Lackawanna County has Scranton at the heart, so of course it's a wonderful place. But Lackawanna County has so much else to offer beyond Scranton's borders. I love all the different cultures and the different types of boroughs and townships that you get.
I think the opportunities in the area are endless. There's been a lot for someone as a young professional. There's been a lot of opportunities for our business, and there's been a lot of personal opportunities as a young family with children.
I think that it's a wonderful place to have a business here. My family has owned several businesses in the Scranton region, and they found that the workforce is hardworking, that there's an amazing work ethic, that this region is welcoming to businesses, and that we can continue to create an even better region by making those economic development investments.
I think that people increasingly want to live in a place like Scranton and be in less of the dense urban areas. So we have a much more to offer, I think, for a family living than a lot of those cities probably do.
I think this area is very diverse and it has great inclusion. Coming here 12 years ago with my partner Paul, I had no clue what people were going to think of us, of our business, and over the 12 years, I've been shown that if you treat people with respect and you do good and you give back to your community, that's what people really respect here. And so I have to say, I think this is just a great area for people of all backgrounds, of all races, religions, and if you're a good person, There's good people here, and they recognize that.
From restaurants to activities, arts, there's a lot of opportunity for us to kind of break the mold and continue to be more diverse.
So the quality of life around here is second to none. I really enjoy this area. I'm from this area, and I think the qualities here, that when I talk to other colleagues, we have it pretty good. We do a pretty good business up here, and we have it pretty safe.
No matter if you're from Clark Summit or Moscow, where I'm from, or Dunmore, or it doesn't matter. Scranton's our downtown. That's what we all have in common. We ought to fight hard for that.
I just love the giving nature of Northeastern Pennsylvania, because this region is amazing when it comes to supporting its own.
Hello, I'm Sister Mary Alice from St. Joseph Center, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to tell you a little bit about St. Joseph Center, our mission, our ministry, our history, and what's important to us today. I appreciate all who are tuning in to learn more about the great nonprofit partners throughout the community, and to also thank Scranton Area Community Foundation, all of the organizers, and the many sponsors who are supporting this NEPA Gives, so important to each of us. St. Joseph Center was founded in 1888 by a group of volunteers who were committed to providing a better opportunity for families who were struggling, in particular caring for children whose parents were unable to care for them. Since that time, many things have changed in our community, but the one thing that has remained the same is the generosity of so many people throughout Northeastern and Central Pennsylvania who care for their neighbors. And one of the ways that they support the ministry of St. Joseph Center is through a day such as NEPA Gives. As we learned more about the challenges to be posed by COVID-19, St. Joseph Center developed its plan to respond. In some cases, programs and services were suspended, but for our residential programs, they continued. It was most important that we would work closely with our staff to ensure that all those residents would remain safe. This involved purchasing additional supplies, providing guidance as following the CDC recommendations, and so many other things to keep people safe and well. And yet, how could we ensure that people would continue to thrive? That involved the very important gift of relationship. And so we wanted people to remain connected with their families, with their loved ones, and so the use of social media, stimulating activities to ensure that everyone would continue to grow and develop as best they could under these difficult times. One of the blessings that we have here at St. Joseph Center is the witness of the individuals that we support who have intellectual disabilities and are medically fragile. They teach us so much every day about adaptability, resilience, perseverance, courage, and trust. And boy, they have been great gifts to us during this pandemic. How grateful we are to the witness of those individuals who share their lives with us and teach us all we have needed to know in order to get through this time together. How will we recover? Well, as this is ongoing, we're still discovering what that might mean. But we know, in fact, we need to continue to invest in our workforce, keep strategies going that are going to keep people safe, and to be sure that we stay true to our mission to provide meaningful life opportunities so each person can reach their God-given potential. That's the gift that's been entrusted to us, and that's what has seen us to this point and will continue to see us into the future. With 130 years of history, I can say with great confidence that the community has always been generous and concern for the mission of St. Joseph Center. And so I have great confidence to say that will continue to be true for generations to come. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for supporting NEPA Gives and for caring deeply about the mission of St. Joseph Center. God bless you. May you stay safe and be assured always of our gratitude and our prayers.
We've all heard that phrase, it takes a village.
It takes a village.
It takes a village.
And we've actually established It Takes a Village as a nonprofit organization.
And that goal, that mission statement truly is to impact families by knocking down any barriers that they might have to their education, all the way from basic needs to mental health.
Please join our village and help us eliminate some of these barriers so the children in our area can thrive and grow.
My colleagues and I have seen increasing needs within the student body. Kids needing shoes, clothing, sometimes food, sometimes books, supplies, things like that.
We decided, when we really sat down and talked about it, the best way to do that was to make contributions to some larger agencies in the community that have been able to provide our families daily basic needs such as food, weekly groceries.
We have over 2,500 students in our student body, and there are a lot of kiddos that are in need and that we can help.
So what we would love to do is help families pay for transportation to appointments, to counseling sessions, for meetings, for groups. Some of our students are traveling 40 minutes to different types of appointments. So any kind of fees, co-pays, anything that we could help with, we'd love to do.
When you can eliminate a barrier, it helps a student to become more successful in their education, and that's our primary goal as counselors, as teachers and faculty members.
We will have some challenges moving forward with our families and students as we come back to a new school year and realize that we maybe now will be dealing with families and situations that parents had jobs previously and now they don't due to the pandemic.
Now we have It Takes a Village, a nonprofit organization. Here is an opportunity for us all to come together, for all of us to donate to this program. No donation is too small. We can all make a difference together. We can all work together.
We live in a beautiful place, always willing to give back and care about those in need during any time, but now more than ever during this pandemic, we're seeing the need for that, and definitely, as Wayne County always does, we've seen the rise to that challenge, and I'd like to see us continue to meet that, and your donations can help us be able to do that.
Please help us and join our village so we can eliminate these barriers and help our children to thrive.
We're all in this together.
It takes a village!
Thank you very much.
that's a tune called Militia.